Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're an architect, a firm owner, or leading marketing for a practice, you already know the digital landscape isn't just evolving, it's undergoing a massive structural shift. Today, we're looking really closely at how artificial intelligence is fundamentally rebuilding client discovery. We're going to skip the hype entirely. Instead, we're examining the raw mechanics of this shift, drawing on insights that are going to completely define conversion strategy through 2026. Because honestly, this isn't about some incremental update to your website. It's a complete reimagining of how your digital real estate is valued, structured, and accessed.
Okay, let's dive right into this. How will clients actually find your firm in 2026? Well, for the past 2 decades, the answer was a pretty simple, predictable formula, right? Traditional SEO. You optimized your site for specific keywords, clients searched those exact keywords, and they clicked a blue link from a list of 10. Simple. But the architecture of the web is being rebuilt from the foundation up. That traditional SEO playbook, the one relying heavily on keyword density and backlink volume, is rapidly losing its structural integrity. The actual mechanisms of discovery have fundamentally changed.
Just consider this paradigm shift for a second. A growing number of buyers now ask an AI assistant what a company does before they ever visit its website. Think about that. Prospective clients, whether that's a developer looking for a commercial partner for a high-rise, or maybe a homeowner wanting a sustainable passive house build, they are no longer sifting through pages of search results. No, they're asking AI platforms for direct answers. Imagine a developer asking an AI, hey, which local architecture firms have a proven track record in mass timber construction? Your digital presence absolutely must be engineered so the AI can actively read, summarize, and cite you as the definitive answer, not just, throw a link to your homepage into the void.
So, to adapt your firm's digital footprint, we're going to follow a clear structural blueprint today. We'll cover 1. The AI search shift. 2. Homepages versus landing pages. 3. Structuring for AI systems. 4. Building AI-readable authority. And finally, 5. The competitive edge.
All right, Section 1, the AI search shift, moving from links to direct answers. Platforms like ChatGPT Search, Google AI Overviews, and Perplexity, they're literally becoming the new front doors to your firm. They are completely bypassing traditional search results. Instead of a client finding your homepage and, hunting through your portfolio for answers, the AI does the heavy lifting for them. It parses the web, synthesizes the data across multiple sources, and delivers a highly customized, comprehensive summary directly to the user. It's kind of like a highly capable digital researcher working exclusively on behalf of your prospective client. And here's the kicker. If your firm's digital presence isn't structured for these large language models to easily digest and categorize, you simply won't be included in that output. The AI is just going to move on to a competitor whose data is cleaner and more accessible.
Section 2. Homepages versus landing pages. Now, what's really interesting about this next slide is understanding the structural solution required for this shift.
As architects and designers, you know inherently that form follows function. Well, a homepage is built for broad discovery. Think of it like a bustling, multi-purpose public facility. It introduces your firm to the world, offers all these branching navigation paths, and honestly, it has to accommodate everyone. Prospective new clients, returning developers, job applicants, vendors, even the press. But a landing page, it does the exact opposite. It's a bespoke pavilion. It is highly engineered for one specific audience and one precise action. It meticulously strips away all the noise, the drop-down menus, the competing pathways, creating extreme focus toward a single conversion goal. It completely trades broad exploration for a guided, hyper-focused intent, purposefully moving the visitor from curiosity straight to action.
Which brings us to Section 3, structuring for AI systems. Designing for both machines and humans. Let's examine the anatomy that gives a landing page its structural integrity. It requires a single, unambiguous headline that describes your exact offer or area of expertise. It features minimal to absolutely no site navigation, because you definitely do not want visitors wandering off-site or getting lost in your broader portfolio, and it highlights one specific call to action. You might repeat it down the page, sure, but it never competes with a secondary objective. By eliminating all that friction and competing goals, you engineer a clear, unobstructed path for the user. Literally every word, every image, and every interactive element exists solely to support that one primary conversion event. And this brilliantly illustrates why this single-focused architecture is absolutely vital for 2026. A strong landing page fundamentally requires 3 core elements: defining exactly what the offer is, stating exactly who it benefits, and clarifying the exact next step. Building pages this way creates what we call answer-shaped content. Because this information is highly structured and perfectly answers a specific query without all the typical noise of a multi-purpose homepage, AI systems can instantly parse it. They extract the key entities, verify your specific expertise, and then serve your firm up as the definitive solution to a user's prompt. You are essentially pre-packaging the answer exactly how the AI wants to read it.
Let's look at Section 4, Building AI-readable authority, becoming the trusted source.
In this new environment, it is no longer about stuffing a web page with keywords like best modern architect near me. Actually, scratch that. It's never really been great to do that. But now, it's entirely about establishing unshakable authority. AI prioritizes primary sources, deep expertise, and clearly structured project showcases. Look, your main website remains incredibly important. It's the broad, credibility-building foundation of your firm. But to capture specific high-intent traffic, you have to deploy targeted landing pages alongside it. These pages act as concentrated nodes of expertise. So, say you specialize in adaptive reuse. A dedicated landing page detailing your methodology, your past successes, and client benefits. That is exactly the type of high-value, structured data that AI algorithms are looking for when they choose which firms to elevate as trusted industry authorities. It's this combination, a broad foundation plus highly specific, concentrated nodes, that signals true authority to a machine learning model.
Section 5, Gaining the Competitive Edge. Let's move to and see how this builds into exactly why you must optimize now. The strategic advantages of focused landing pages extend way beyond just SEO visibility. They drastically improve your firm's baseline performance right now. First, they prioritize focus conversion over passive browsing. Second, they yield stronger campaign ROI through a concept called message match. That just means when a prospective client clicks an ad or a link about, say, sustainable commercial design, they land on a bespoke page exactly matching that promise, rather than just your generic homepage. This narrow scope also makes A/B testing highly effective, so you can iterate on your messaging based on real data. And finally, it provides crystal clear attribution. You'll know precisely which marketing investments are actually generating new client meetings and driving revenue.
So the crucial point is this. The landscape is not waiting for the industry to catch up. AI-driven search tools are actively redefining how buyers discover architectural services right now, today. Firms that optimize for AI visibility today by deploying structured, answer-shaped landing pages alongside their primary websites are building a massive, measurable competitive advantage for tomorrow. They are going to be the experts cited by AI platforms, while competitors still relying on outdated SEO strategies and sprawling homepages, they're simply going to disappear from the conversation. The barrier to entry for digital visibility is shifting, plain and simple, from keyword volume to structural clarity.
I want to leave you with a final, slightly provocative thought to evaluate within your own firm. Look closely at your current online presence. Is your digital footprint a sprawling, confusing facility where potential clients and AI bots alike get lost in the hallways? Or is it a carefully curated, highly structured path to discovery? Adapting to AI search doesn't mean abandoning your firm's identity or dumbing down your design philosophy. It just means presenting your expertise with the exact same structural clarity you bring to your physical architectural projects. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Take a hard look at those digital foundations, and we'll see you next time.